Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. 'Tis Friday for all our live viewers, Monday for all those catching us on YouTube and all that other stuff. But y'all know what it is out here, man. A little hour late, but that's not a thing. Usually when we start an hour late, the show finna be fire anyway. You know what I'm saying?
It.
The show
You
finna
know
be
it.
fire. But we made it to the weekend, my guy. How was it spring break for your kids out that way or nah?
Oh no, we passed that, buddy. we were past that.
What was spring break for your kids?
Like second week of March.
God damn. It's
Yeah,
technically
dude, they get out. They get out like May 15th or some shit like that.
shit. When did they
Like
start?
they get out mad early.
When did they start over there?
August.
God damn.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, but it just finished up being spring break for our kids. I took 3 days of leave and we went up to Great Wolf and all that stuff. I'll tell you, man, that is a business model that is pretty solid. All in
Very
one type
much.
shit. Got the water park in there, all these other things, an arcade, a bowling alley. Order food on the app, the overcharge. Bro, we spent some money in Great. I'm like, and here's the thing, I'm trying to phrase this right. The clientele at Great Wolf Lodge varies from people who probably traveled, a couple hours to spend some time in their Volvos and their Lexuses and stuff, to the Altimas and the Accord drivers, if you get what I'm saying. The vibe is all over the place in there, right? So I'm just the only people walk in there smelling like the loudest of the loud. And I'm
Oh
just
my
like,
God.
sir, this is sir, you got
This
kids
is a
over
family
here.
establishment.
You got kids over here creating magic wands and doing magical quests. And you out here smelling like you came from the plantation of weed,
The
my
dispensary.
boy. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Tested all of this stuff out. I'm like, sir, come on. What
You
up,
about to
Jen?
get in the lazy river with that? Come on, my guy. Come on.
Megan and Jen in the chat. What's up, ladies? Thanks
What
for
up?
joining us. And that's another thing I want to get to is I don't know who has to run for office, but if anybody's running for office and one of their campaign promises is to make the lazy river lazy again. Because that's all I really wanted to do was sit on
Yes.
the inner tube and float around this little lap of water. But kids
Yes.
was in this thing acting a whole fool, racing, bumping, pushing people. I'm just like, bro, I can't even relax in the lazy. Like, it's just like the ADHD river out here, bro. Like these kids was wilding. I can't do nothing at all.
Sit down and be still.
Yeah, only to come back. And no, we'll talk about this when. But me and the wildlife out here got beef. We'll talk
Oh,
about-
yeah.
But
If you follow him, you know.
but we will get into that a bit later. But you got like how was your week, my man?
So I have a revelation.
Uh-oh.
I'll just confess real quick. So I actually got diagnosed with ADHD.
Hey, editor, if we could go back and redact the last the last about 45 seconds of that. Last 45 seconds of the podcast, please.
No, so quick story.
Uh-huh.
So I read my sister's book. My sister, for those who don't know, she put out a book recently talking about her life with ADHD.
Mhm.
Lo and behold, I never knew she had ADHD.
Mm.
So I was like, that's interesting. Thanks for telling me. But so I ended up reading the book, and like reading the book, I was like, oh my God. I had no idea. So I made an appointment after reading that book. It's
Uh-huh.
like, I'm pretty sure I got this shit because I'm the same exact way. Lo and behold, the doctor diagnosed me with ADHD. I had no idea how ass backwards I was living out here, bro. None. I was fucked up out here. So,
Oh shit.
so they gave me they put me on a prescription,
Mm-hmm.
and it's like been working really good, man. Like my focus has been better. I've been sleeping better. Like I've been way more disciplined, and it's weird because I'm doing shit that I noticed like, holy fuck, I was fucked up out here, bro. like I was hoarding shit that I didn't know. You know what I mean? Like it's
Yeah.
so much shit I found out about myself, and I was like, damn. But hey, it's been great. It's been great being normal. for what that's worth.
100%, man. 100%. But we'll go ahead and get this episode started, and then we can roll in. Got a lot of stuff to talk about. Usually always happens when we take we didn't go last week because Pollengeddon is out here in Virginia, and it just destroyed me on Friday. There's no way I was gonna come up here just all that stuff, man. Like y'all don't need to hear that or see that. We love y'all too much. But we're back and we're better than ever. And we'll go ahead and get started. Ladies and gentlemen, episode 166 of the Smoke Pit Live starts right now. The following is a presentation of the Dat Feeling Podcast Network, reminding you to always question the answers.
Welcome to the Smoke Pit. It's Friday night, come and take a load off. Come sit in the smoke pit, it's time for us to show off. It's been a long week, come relaxing, get some laughs in, and let's talk about these brackets. And while we at it, tell me whose man's is this? Cause I got questions, I'm hoping you can answer it. Get ready, cause you know we gon' talk a lot of shit. It's Mac and Mac, welcome to the Smoke Pit.
Yep, y'all know what it is. Friday night, mood is right. Dynamic duo, Blak and Mac, back on your screens for the #1 streaming show on Friday nights between the hours of 8 p.m. Eastern and 11 p.m. Eastern. I keep saying that because you keep putting it in the atmosphere. You keep putting it in the universe. Shit's bound to happen. But we're back, episode 166. And I'll go ahead and get right into it. Before you get into your positive spin and your motivational and everything. So there's this bird. And if you follow me, right, you follow me on my social media or whatnot, you would know that this bird just seems to have a problem with my vehicle. So we took my wife's car to Great Wolf Lodge, like I said. Car was parked out front. Just washed it, too. Washed it, went on this trip, came back. Like, it was legit bird shit on my car. Like, on the passenger side door closest to the house. And I'm just like, yo, this is wild. Like, there's no trees next to me. There's no like shit on the roof or on the windshield or something like that. It's just on the side of the car. How? Like this bird just crotched over and shitted on my car. I'm just like, I take some offense to that. So I go get it washed. And we come back. I come in the house. We chill a couple hours. I'm like playing Xbox or whatnot. And I'm like, oh, let me run to the store to get something. Shit. On my car. like fresh. I'm like, sir. And I'm looking at the other cars. I look at my son's car parked directly in front of me. No shit on it. I look at my neighbor's truck next to me. No shit on it. There's a couple cars down the road with some shit on the door and stuff. I go across the street and look at the cars parked on the side of the road there. No shit on. I'm like, God, the fuck? So I go get it washed, right? I go get it washed. Wake up, was it Wednesday morning? Come, look out the blinds. Looking outside. Look what the weather looked like. Look down at my car. Shit. On my car. On the same side. I'm just like,
yo, that bird had it out for you, bro. Had it out for you.
It has to be. It has to be. I'm like, this is wild right now. Like I go down and like LJ wakes up. He's looking out he's just like, yo, like this is hilarious. Like he's laughing because I'm just like, yo, this bird pooped on my car again. You know, because I don't want to cuss around him, but still, like he knows I'm mad because all he hears is Lord Jesus. This bird. He's like, oh, it happened again. So he comes out. He's checking this out. So I'm like, all right, cool. I go downstairs, and the bird is chilling on the side view mirror, right? Just hanging out.
Oh, he done made a home.
Yeah, that's his spot. He gets up there and he lets loose. I come outside and I'm thinking like, once I come outside and come down these stairs, this bird's gonna be like, oh shit, the bird is sitting there. I get close. I get like 4 feet from this bird before he's like, all right. And all he does is fly across the street up in this tree, hanging out. He doesn't fly away like, oh shit. Bro. He's just like, all right, I'm up here.
All right, man. I guess.
All right. I'm not touching the car. I'm not touching it. That's how he's acting. And I'm just like, the minute I come back in his house, he gonna fly back down to my car. I know it. Like this bird is petty as shit. And so I'm like, I'm angry. So that's what I'm just. I post a video, and I'm like, yo, this bird's got to go. I got something coming in the mail. And people thought I was like ordering a gun or some shit, right? I'm just, don't kill the bird. I'm like, bro, I'm not killing the bird, you know. So I did some Google stuff, and it's just like, birds hate the smell of like peppermint oil or like, so I just ordered some peppermint oil from Amazon, you know, put it on the windowsill of the door and the mirror. And I mean, no shit on my car today, right? Granted, it's raining. What up, Kimpachi?
What up, Kimpachi?
But yeah, like there's no shit. But then my neighbor's truck had a bunch of shit on. So I'm just like, well, maybe the peppermint shit is working. So we'll see. Your boy
didn't get me.
Your boy is nonviolent, right? I'm not out to kill her. But however, if this bird overcome, like, I don't know if they adapt to the smell. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's, if I wake up and see shit on my door again, what's up?
Do they build up a tolerance?
That's what I'm saying. I don't know. Like, initially, he's probably just like, God damn, let me just go shit over here, right? And like, if I do have to get rid of the bird, if I do,
sometimes decisions have to be made. Look, people,
I might be doing it a favor because the amount of shit this bird is producing, like something is wrong with this bird. Like tomorrow, I will go up and down the street and show you the amount of shit it is packed on these cars. I'm just like, what bird has to go this much? Like something might be wrong with. I might be putting this bird out of its misery. Like this bird is probably like, I can't do anything, bubble guts all the time. Lord, please, somebody give me the sweet release of death. And I just may be. That might be my calling to help this bird.
You never know.
And here's
you never know.
But I'll hand it over to you after this. Part of me is like, this bird is teaching other birds that it's okay to do this. Like, because I'm pretty sure birds will just be like, yo, just shit up in, like, we're in this tree, just let loose. Nah, I got this cool spot. Y'all got to check this spot out. You can shit and look at yourself in this window. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
It's a fantastic thing. It's like you're almost looking at another bird. You can have a conversation with yourself in this window while you're taking a shit. Why shit in this tree when you can come down? You know what I'm saying? And they're just like, hey, man, hey, don't do that. Don't do that, man. That's somebody's car. They ain't going to do shit. Watch. They're like, oh, man, bro, Robin is wild. Ricky is wild out here, man.
Yo, Robbie, stop, man.
Robin, on all the cars on that street, what they gonna do? They can't catch me, baby. They can't. I'm fast as fuck out here.
I'm so fly.
So that's where I'm at right now. Like I'm not asking much, bro. Like if I was parking under a tree, bet my fault. That's y'all house. That's where y'all do this shit. But ain't no tree around. You going out your way to fly out the tree to land on my car to shit.
Yep.
And as Michael Jordan said in The Last Dance, and I took that personal. I took that personally. So we'll try this non-violent way with the peppermint oil. It seems to be working. But Pitmasters, whether you are pro animal or not, I don't give a fuck. I will find a way to prevent this bird from ever doing that again. How that happens? How that happens?
By any means necessary.
It's up to Robbie.
Once said. Yeah, exactly.
It's up to Robbie. How he wants it to go down. I'm not going to bring out a gun. I'm not shooting. I'm not wasting a bullet on a Robin and possibly hitting my car. I'm not. But there are ways.
There are
That's
ways.
all I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to say. But I just wanted to get that off my chest. It's kind of a dark thing to start with. And we throw it over to Blak for the positive motivational toast.
Where do we go from there?
Bro, that's what you get paid the big bucks for, man.
All right. This week, so in light of everything, you know, this week's message for the people. If you're listening, again, you made it through another week. You may feel like there's work that needs to be done. In this game that we have, there's a lot of hurry up and wait, right? And there's a lot of maybe I'm not doing the right thing. Well, no matter who you are, no matter what you do, the magic you are looking for is in the work you're avoiding.
Ooh.
And that's the message.
Ooh.
The magic you're looking for is in the work you're avoiding. So, if there's anything that you feel is unfinished or needs attention, this is the call. Fix it. Let's get it done. Let's make magic. And let's go places. And with that, sir, I give you a salute.
Salute, my guy. We back on the Crown Vanilla over here, baby.
One more week.
Hey,
I have one more week.
I have to leave the bottle in there because last time I went through a whole bottle of Crown Apple, man. It was delicious, but it was not a good decision. But ladies and gentlemen, I tell you, our last show 2 weeks ago was a one for the books. It was a great time. Yes. So much that we uploaded a clip of the show where we're talking about Rose from Titanic. We uploaded a minute-long clip over to our TikTok, and when I say people are very opinionated about Rose, so the video's been looked at 777,000 times and 1,700 comments. and a lot of the comments come from like people debating each other. Like we're not even instigating anything. People are just like, well, what about this? Cal wasn't even really. So here's some major taken away points that I want you to address because we'll re-upload this so we can answer them, right?
Okay.
Blak. Counterpoint number one that a lot of people are saying is Cal wasn't her husband. It was an arranged marriage to benefit the families, and he was abusive. So that's why Rose blew him off and got with Jack. What say you to that? Does that absolve her of her late movie shenanigans?
No, not at all. It does not. Arranged marriage or not, Rose. Listen, okay. So if you want to throw that portion of her what do you call it? Her trashiness. If you want to throw that portion out, throw it out. Throw it out the window. There's still the fact that she got with this dude that she didn't even know. Right?
Yep.
Got it on in the window, hand on the window. Oh, that shit's so hot. But at the end of it, you know what I mean? Like, the dude dies. Why does he die? Because Rose won't let him on the fucking door. She still got to contend with that. You know what I mean?
Counterpoint number two. People were saying they tried to let Jack onto the door, but then the door started sinking. So that's why she didn't move over and let Jack onto the door. However, replies to those points were the Mythbusters did a show using the same dimensions of the door and had two people get on it, and it does work. It floats just
buoyancy
fine.
is buoyancy. Wood floaty. You could save yourself.
Right. So I feel like that counterpoint has been done away. The funniest counterpoint is people are like, that wasn't even her husband. Cal was it. Ladies and gentlemen, because the pictures show Cal when I mentioned her husband, that's because they don't have, her husband wasn't in the movie. It was assumed, I was guessing you guys would know that she has a granddaughter. So after Jack passed away, she found somebody else, got married, had kids, and her kids had kids that were old enough to have kids. She was an old broad.
Yes.
My thing, and the reason is, the husband you had after Jack, he died. You died. In the movie, it shows you in the afterlife walking up to Jack. I would assume you go to the afterlife, your husband's just like, Rose, baby.
Baby, nice to see you. Ah, fuck you. Get the fuck out the way.
Watch out.
Trying to see what that afterlife dig do, Jack.
I'm back, Jack. That's the part where I'm just like, the rudeness. You had a whole life with a whole nother. You had 3 days with this dude, and you're like 90 million years old at the end of this movie. All the life, all the people you've known. This man gave you children, provided for you. I don't know. He passed away. The minute he died, you like, take me back to the Titanic crash site so I can go see. Yes.
Blow my back out on the boat again.
To drop a necklace worth $215 million back into the ocean. Your husband, I don't know, maybe life was comfortable. Maybe you had a nice little middle class, upper middle class life. To know the life you could have had if you had just sold that necklace or did something because of... Can dick really be that good, ladies? Can we?
Obviously, it can.
$215 million, like generational wealth for your family, forever. Dick. You could have just sold that thing and put $5 million in a random savings account. She said, Jen's like, yes,
yes.
She said, yes, 1,000%. I'm just saying, just some of it. If you just put back into, what was it, whatever time, like I guess that was present day when Titanic, like in the 90s, $5 million back then. Put it in a savings account where you like make 1% interest a year.
Yeah,
ma'am.
She threw that away.
You're making
for
$500,000. $500,000 guaranteed a year on 1% interest for $5 million you put in a savings account.
Exactly. Nah.
Is what you could have got. But your family out here struggling. Your daughter out here, I don't know what she had to sell to get you out to the crash site of the Titanic. Like, I guess I can dip into the kids' college fund so you can see this last thing before you pass away that you won't tell me about. Bloop. Hey, is that a grandma? The fuck was that? Oh, that's the heart of the ocean, the rare necklace. Oh, grandma, you going off this boat with that thing. Grandma, you got to get off this boat with that. Go get it. And don't come back till you bring it back.
Yep. She said, I want that thing. I want the thing.
Enjoy, essentially, yes. Enjoy poverty, bitch. It's like, I dumped this money, this generational wealth, this family. Like, we would never have to work again as a family. Invest it, buy a business, all that. Bloop. You don't understand. Grandma, what was that? Baby, you don't know what that dick did to me.
Folded me up.
Folded me
Had
like
me in that backseat hollering. You know what I'm talking about?
And we ain't talking about these spacious back seats you got now. I was in
No,
a Model.
no.
I was in a
This
Model
is
T.
This is a Model
Steel rods and cheap leather. Folded up like a lawn chair, baby. You don't know.
Ooh, baby, they had the corduroy on the seats. We was in that bitch.
I came out there looking like a grilled steak. All them grill lines on me, them corduroys. I'm just saying. But it brings me to this. One of the comments here, and I'll bring this up so they can see it. Add it to the stage. Are we ready to talk about Allie Hamilton from The Notebook also being a villain yet? This was the most requested. We need to talk about Allie from The Notebook. Now, I'm going to go on. I have not watched The Notebook. My wife has seen it dozens. This is one movie that I refuse to watch. Not because it's just like movies like that, just I know I'm not going to enjoy it, right? I know it's going to be very annoying for me. It's going to be frustrating for me because people are just going to do stupid stuff. So yeah. I looked at a couple things. I looked up some stuff. And if you have seen The Notebook and my short recap is off, please correct me.
I have not seen The Notebook. So
essentially it's this. Allie is engaged to a dude named Lon who goes off to World War II. And he's gone for a while. While he's at war, Ryan Gosling's character, who is Noah, is seeing somebody as well. But these two end up messing with each other, right? And so they're cheating on their whoever respected partners with each other, and it's a toxic ass relationship. Allie is talking to Noah's fiance, saying he's no good, he's gonna hurt you, X, Y, and Z. And this girl's like, "Who the fuck are you? Why are you telling me this shit?" And as Lon is over there in Europe fighting Germans and shit, it unable to write back, she's just like, I mean, he's gone. I haven't seen him in a while. He may be dead. So, I'm way off base. So is Allie not, and this is Megan, is Allie not bad in this movie? Are they both not? Because I'm saying, from what I read, both Noah and Allie both ain't shit to me.
Noah was with Allie first. Oh, that's worse.
He was with Allie first, and Allie's like, "Bro, I'm over here with Lon," right? So she moved on, and apparently he moved on to somebody else too, right? Because the only scene I keep remembering is this man in the driveway, like, "What do you want? What do you want?"
Yeah.
She's like, "I don't know. What do you want? What do you want?" And just that scene alone, I'm just like, I do not need to be watching this movie.
This is toxic.
I don't need to be watching this movie. So it's just the level of manipulation. Like, Allie's trying to not mess with Noah. Noah writes her a letter every day for 365. Noah builds her a fucking house. Noah's doing a lot of would be seen as manipulative things to keep Allie drawn to him. I read somewhere that it low-key got like physical a couple times between them, and I'm just like, bro, y'all just need to not be together. Like, y'all, what are y'all doing? That's the frustrating part. We're just like, what are y'all doing? Like, this isn't romantic, seeing a toxic ass couple like this. But for whatever reason, the target audience for this movie, women, whatever age demographic, they look at that shit like, that's what I want. That forbidden ass, love that's just taboo and everything. I'm just like, why does this draw the audience that it does? But then if this was happening to them in real life, they would be upset. Is it just the fantasy?
Absolutely. Absolutely. I don't know
Is
why
it
he
just the
does
finish?
this to
Yeah.
me. I don't know why. That so if it's anything like what I've seen, so I have seen Dear John.
Okay.
I had to sit in the movie. I had to sit in the movie
read the
theater. I
synopsis
was
of that.
so pissed. I had to watch this movie in the movie theater. If it's anything like that movie, because the lady in that movie, I forget who
Amanda
plays.
Seyfried, I think it was Channing Tatum. In that
Channing
one,
Tatum
yeah.
was Channing Tatum was in that movie.
And that's the
That's
dude.
when he was like,
He lost his memory or something, or she lost her memory, or was it like it was almost like a 51st dates thing, right?
yeah, it was kind of on that note, right? And then they ended up not getting together, but he's like chasing after her, and like the whole shit was just toxic. But she wasn't shit in that movie either.
So I feel like I have to watch The Notebook just to get a good synopsis.
I can't let you suffer alone, so I'll watch it.
I really don't. There's so many other things. Oh, it's forbidden because she was upper class and he was poor. So it's like Titanic, right? Like the class disparity, and it's just like he loves
From the
me
other
for
side of the
me.
tracks.
Oh my God. They both moved on when she thought he didn't write because her mom was hiding the letters. So she moved on.
But you was married now.
Oh my gosh. Well, Pitmasters, in order to give Allie the benefit of the doubt, I'm gonna need to watch The Notebook.
Should we have a Mac and Mac at the movies afterwards?
It's gonna have to be, bro. It's gonna have to be.
Please believe.
We have to, man. We have
Please
to. We have
believe.
we're not doing it justice. Not having seen the movie and trying to give our opinion on it. You know what I'm saying?
I agree.
Like
agree.
I can watch other people's synopsis of it, but it's not my synopsis of it. You know, it's like when we talked about
Agreed.
Jenny and we talked about old girl from Castaway and we talked about Rose. Like it's movies that we've seen. I have not seen The Notebook.
I agree. Let's watch it. We'll do a Mac and Mac at the movies.
Okay.
I understand that this movie will get my full wrath.
You gotta go into it with no expectations, bro. You can't go in there mad at her already. I know this bitch.
I'm not
I know
mad.
she
I'm not
finna
mad. I'm
do
just
something
saying.
wild.
I already know. My soul knows I'm about to be mad at this movie.
I can't do this. I'm gonna be mad at myself for doing this. But we have to give Allie her space to I need to see her journey.
Yeah.
Because from
How
what
did
I'm
we
hearing,
get
like
here?
Noah was a dick too. So we got to see who was at fault. So we'll pause the Allie discussion.
Megan said, remember they are young and dumb. Not an excuse.
That's valid because as a shirt, man, I be having airmen coming in here with their little relationship problems. I'm just like, y'all are just dating, right? Break up. You don't understand,
I
shirt.
love him.
Then stay together and be miserable. Like, what do you want me to tell?
love him.
Shirt, can I ask you a question? Can I ask your advice real quick? All right, this is Willie's advice. Because as the shirt, I cannot order you to do anything. As a human, are you happy with this dude? It's complicated. If you can't answer
If it's
yes,
complicated, yeah.
If you're not, it sounds like you're not happy. Just break up. Get some space. Get some. You know what I'm saying? Because it be cats that they move into each other's dorm room. I'm like, bro, that room is too small.
wild.
Y'all in each other's face way too much.
That's why.
You know what I'm saying? Like you have the ability to just show up there, do what y'all do, hang out for a bit, and head back to your own space.
Yeah, go back to peace.
You know, but y'all trying to make it work. She's bringing stuff over and like, I know we want to get married, but she's asking me to give her the password to all my stuff because she was cheated on before and she doesn't trust me. I'm just like, you probably should break up with her.
Yeah.
Shirt, she just, I don't know. I'm talking to the chaplain to get counseling. Like, y'all are going to couples therapy? Oh, I mean, cool, but
Yeah, that's actually really mature. But on another note,
Yeah.
crazy shit is happening, bro.
Yeah, like off rip, y'all been together 4 months, and she's just like, "Who's this bitch?"
I need the passwords to everything.
We went to high school together. Give me the password.
Done. Yep.
And
Delete the friend.
I'm like, bro, I'm like, did you give her the passwords? Yeah, because I have nothing to hide. Hey, hey. Wouldn't let that be me though.
Hey.
There's levels to it, bro. Like I need some kind of like you can add me as a friend and see the shit. Like to give you full reign to my whole life, I can't do that.
Nah. And we just dating? Nah.
That's what I'm saying. Y'all act like y'all
That's
married
that's too much.
and y'all are sitting there making financial. There's like a divorce is going to cost this much and kids got to go here and who's getting what. Like y'all are dating and got stuff in the dorm room. Get your stuff and go back to your dorm
I'm
room.
out.
You're down the hall. Get your
I'm
stuff
out.
and go back down the hall.
Yeah, exactly. I'm out.
That's the. I love being a shirt, but sometimes I'm just like, what's happening? What's going on?
Are we thinking?
What's going on,
But
guys?
like
we
Megan
thinking?
said, like Megan said, they're
Right.
young and dumb.
They are, but it doesn't make it any less frustrating. I will say that. I will say that. But so yeah, I'll try to get to it this week and see what we got, and then when we come back next Friday, we'll have a segment, a little Mac and Back at the movies, and we will we'll let you know what we feel. Who is at fault? Noah, Allie, somebody else, her mom. Who's the real villain of Notebook? We'll get to the bottom of that. But
Post case.
yes. I feel it's time for us to get into what has become one of my favorite segments. What did I just watch? Because there's a lot of shenanigans on the internet. So, without further ado, let's get into this week's segment of What Did I Just Watch?
Tell me I did not just see that.
Shout out to Megan. Who's the real villain of Notebook? Hitler. If he didn't start that war, none of this shit would have happened.
Right? All you
Problem
gotta do is be
solved.
decent.
Yeah. You imagine, like, if you could make a time machine and just take out Hitler, like, what would change it? Like, would the world just be a better place?
Everything.
The world would just be a better place, right? For the most part, I would think.
For the most part. For the most part.
For the most part, I feel like it would be. But I want to start this week's What Did I Just Watch with kind of a recap of the last episode. So last episode, our whose man was none other than Bishop Marvin Sapp, who is famously being mocked at churches across the country for his close the doors, right? And we read his little, I don't want to say, that's so disrespectful. People throw little in front of anything that you did or anything that I see you with your little car. Don't do that.
I see you with your little new friend over there.
Go ask your little girlfriend over there, like, oh my God, here we
Your
go.
thunk ass friends.
Yeah. When you throw little in front of something, it's very disrespectful. Very disrespectful. So we read his explanation or his reasoning for doing that, and it's because it was going to be so much money floating around the church or the convention center that he wanted to make it a secure environment because it's very sacred, very holy time. However, he has since gone on to, I don't want to say an apology tour. He's been on a couple shows trying to explain himself. So we do have some videos of him explaining himself. So I'll just play them. There's 4 separate ones. So we'll play one, talk about it, play another one, talk about it. And we'll see if, were we overreacting by being too harsh on the bishop?
You let us know, Pitmasters. Let us know.
Here we go.
People took issue with me saying, shut the doors. Understand, I never said lock the doors.
Yeah.
I said, shut the doors. Shutting doors mean that people still have the ability to go in and out. They've taken issue with my
All right, is Marvin
tone. And I can honestly say, looking at the video, maybe I was a little more assertive than I should have been. And I can apologize for that. I can apologize for that. But three things I need to make sure the people understood. Number one, the $40,000, if it was $40,000 that was raised, was never given to me. That money was raised for the purpose.
All right. So the assertiveness of it, did you have issue with that? Did you have issues with was it the how he said close the doors, or was it just the action of why are you closing the doors? I don't care how you said it. Closing the doors.
Closing the doors.
Yeah.
It was very matter of fact. Like if somebody told me close the doors, and my first reaction would be, huh? Close the doors. I said close the doors. Close the doors. Like after the first one, I'm like, bro, what is you on? You know what I mean? Like, all right, I'll close them. You know what I mean? That's the tone. Close the doors. Close the doors.
Shut the doors.
Yeah, it's like close the door, dumbass.
Right.
Like, hello.
You heard me.
Close the door. Right.
Close the motherfucking door. Close the motherfucking doors.
Okay, Pat.
All right, we're closing the doors. God damn, shit.
All right.
Calm down.
Jesus.
But
Holy
here we
Spirit is in here today.
Part 2 of this discussion.
Being firm with the ushers. Anybody that goes to church, ushers one-on-one, that's the first thing they teach you as being an usher, is that there are 3 times you don't walk. You don't walk during the altar call. You don't walk during prayer. You don't walk during the offering. One of the reasons being is because of the sacredness of the moment.
All right. The sacredness of the moment. Ushers are taught to not let anybody walk. I will say this. I was in as a kid, 12 years old, I was in a church, very small church, and they were big on preteens and teenagers being involved in the sermon or the activities in the church. So they were letting them be ushers, right? So when it was your turn to be an usher, you come in your white shirt, black pants, you wore the white gloves. You could wear a black tie if you wanted to. Just something like black and white was the uniform. When people saw you in black and white, they're like, oh, you must be an usher, right? The white gloves kind of tipped it off too. Megan, it's broken. Like it'll pause. I don't know why it's doing that. We're trying to figure it out. I would stream it from the last time we tried to stream some off Instagram, like it was not working at all. So I downloaded it and we're trying to play it through here. Hopefully it was working, but it looks like it's coming broken. But as long as it's readable and you can understand it, we'll live with that. But
yeah,
it's we never had that. Like people can get up and walk freely. You know what I'm saying? It was never a
same.
Sit your ass down because this is what's going on.
Same.
Also, the grandmothers and mothers of the church were already good at policing children if they was acting up during these sacred times. You know what I'm saying? But
yes.
Marvin is still trying to prove his point, which is cool. So we'll let him continue. Go off then, Marvin.
You want the doors closed. You don't want the doors locked. I couldn't get them locked anyway. It's a convention center. But the doors
All right, Marvin.
needed to be closed, and there was a lot of pandemonium stuff that was going on out there.
Pandemonium stuff.
There was a lot of pandemonium in church.
That's my thing. Like, if he was just like, there was people out there like convention center, and there was other conventions going on, and it was loud in the convention hall. And I just had them close the door so people could hear me better. 100%, Marvin. I'm on board with you with that. But the way you're going about this is super. But was like even the Lord.
You can't tell me that people aren't trying to get up, but yet it's pandemonium. You know what I mean? So if you're telling me to close the doors, then are people just not listening and it's pandemonium? Like, what's going on? You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But in that same clip, he's like, y'all ain't going nowhere but to eat afterwards.
He did say that.
We're going to open the doors again.
He did say
I hope he mentions that in this clip.
Come on, play. Oh, my gosh. We run it into some.
But
oh, here we go.
I wanted to share that first. But that ain't even the reason why I'm here. Here's the reason why I'm here.
Why?
Oh, this gets good, ladies and gentlemen.
Why? Why are you here?
You know what? Let me try something real quick. I'm gonna try to see if we could just stream it from Instagram and see if that'll work a little better. Because this is the part I want people. This is the part I feel people need to hear loud and clear. Because we've been on the show before, and we've talked about people when they fuck up. The one big joker they can play to try to get people back on their side. And if you've been followed us, you kind of know where we're going with this. All right, let me click here.
That's not why I'm here. The reason why I'm here is because, it's just not right. And you're right, man. It's like a defense mechanism.
Yeah, it's not.
For I know I fucked up.
Yeah, Instagram wouldn't even play it right. So we'll bring this back to the stage and pick up where you left off.
The reason why I'm here is because what has happened is people have taken clickbait.
Taking clickbait.
And made something out of it that it isn't. And because of that, my church has been getting phone calls.
The church.
People have called my church and cussed me out. My staff.
We're not.
I mean, what you expect, bro? You basically strong arm robbed them and was like, "Yo, ain't nobody leaving till we get 40." That's what it sounds like. So that's why people are really upset. Is because you make it sound like, "Yo, until we get $40,000, like we ain't leaving this motherfucker." You know what I mean? Like, and it ain't the way. It ain't your tone. It's what you actually said. It's like, look, it's 1,000 people in here. Like, I want to see 1,000 people moving. Like, I'm checking pockets. Run me.
Bring the
coins,
baskets
bro.
up front. Bring them up here. I want to see people putting money.
I want to see people put money in this motherfucker. That's pretty much what
I want to see
saying.
people moving. However, you was just like, nobody should be walking around during this time. You know what I'm saying? Like, you literally just said that. But then in the
run
clip,
me these coins, bro. Like, bring the plates up here. And I know we got at least, there's almost 1,000 people online. You know
they
what I'm
need
saying?
to give 20.
Yep, give me 20. Everybody on the pulpit, y'all put in 100. We gonna get this money. Yeah. Money. Yeah. Like
he was actually committing a crime at that time.
Yes.
But here's the wild part. It's like, you got people watching online. You like, if you're online, give me $20. I bet his views started dropping. The little the view counter was just bloop, 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 like people just clicking the X. Not today, Pastor. Oh, something wrong with my internet. About to run me my shit.
Connections messed up, Pastor. I gotta.
Yep.
In Jesus' name, amen.
Because the math, I understand. To him, he's probably like, there's 1,000 people here. If everybody here gives $20, that's $20,000.
Right.
My thing is, you don't know the financial situation of these people.
Of
I don't
everybody
know
in there.
what the price to attend this convention is with you here. And I'm guessing there's other well-known speakers as well. So those things aren't free. We did an episode about Juanita Bynum and her $1,500 2-week seminar and stuff. So people are coming out of pocket to come see you. And just to hear, like, on top of what you paid to get here. And even if you traveled to get here, you're probably in a hotel, an Airbnb. Like, there are some expenses that you paid to come here. And I'm asking you for money. It's too easy. Just give $20. And everybody behind me, you give it $100. Like, hey, yo.
Like, bro, I don't know where you think I got this money at.
Exactly. So I agree with Megan. Like, there's missing some context. But for those who can't give, like, everybody's walking up and giving, and people are still in their seats because they don't have it.
Right.
You know, because some people go full on. There was a clip. And I'm surprised I didn't send it to you. Some dude was watching a church, like he was attending a church online, like just watching the sermons online and stuff, right? And he was so moved by the sermons. My man sold his house and all his stuff, packed up his car, drove to the city where this church is at to be a member of the church, right? Mm-hmm. And he tells the pastor's like, "Ooh, I'm gonna give you a check for $50,000." My man's like, "No, I don't want $50,000. I just give me a job here." He's like, "No, we're giving you a check for $50,000." I'm just like, that sounds like a lot at first, but when you think like,
yeah, it won't last.
To set up a new, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
To set up a new, like, here's $50,000, right? Put it on a house, I guess, but he still needs a job and all of that stuff. And even if you do give him a job at the church, is it going to be enough?
Right.
For this man to restart his whole life in a new spot. Like, people give up everything in the name of, like, the Spirit's telling me to do this. So they're in this thing, and you're like, lock the doors, give me $20.
I'm going to let y'all know right now. The Spirit ain't going to move me that much.
Yeah.
It ain't going to, I ain't going to be moved that much. Like, I'll give what I can. Mm-hmm. But once we get past 10%, Spirit stops moving, bro. Like,
yeah. Here's my recommended. What up, Jackie? She's in the comments. Still at work and
hey,
tuning in. I
congratulations
appreciate it,
Jackie.
I appreciate it. But yeah, we'll let you finish, Marvin. I'm sorry, we cut you off, bro. Or you cut yourself off because of this.
Yeah, pretty much.
This video is just choppy. But it's just crazy. He's just like, people cussing out my church, like,
calling me.
Are afraid because I've received.
Oh, here it goes.
I've received death threats over $20 and shut the door. People have come to our
I'm gonna let him finish
campus. They have come to my church to try to cause problems, issues, challenges. And again, my children, I don't look at comments. We've talked about this, you know.
Word. Word.
Death threats, my boy. They roll up to your church just to give you death threats.
Word.
Now, are you buying it? Is my first question to you.
I mean, in all fairness, I seen a pimp walk in church and punch a priest. I've seen this. So in the grand scheme of things, it's not too far-fetched, bro. It's not too far-fetched.
This is gonna sound crazy, but in the pimp's defense, in the pimp's defense, the pastor did owe him money and had not paid said money.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
If the pastor had just paid,
he wouldn't He rocked it.
Let me just
He
say,
rocked them too, bro.
it's never a good idea, and it's never a smart move to put pussy on layaway.
Never.
Because unlike Kmart, pimps will travel.
They come to collect.
They local. You know what I'm saying? It's you can't put local pussy on layaway. Like if you went on a seminar, a convention, and you wanted to do that, pastor, and then you flew back, and the pimp don't know where you was actually at. You know.
Valid.
But you can't. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. You too well known if the pimp know when the service is, where you at.
What you doing? You know what I mean?
He could have just went up there during the praise team and hit you. He sat through he sat through praise and worship.
He waited till communion.
Walked up and I know we're off topic. What do you think was going through that? It was probably like Chris Rock, Will Smith shit. He saw this motherfucker coming up in the cleanest, whitest of suit. He ain't gonna hit me in this church, is he? He ain't gonna hit me in this.
Oh my God.
He getting hella close.
Hope he.
Yeah.
Is he coming to do communion?
Yeah. So
No?
I mean, like you said, wilder things have happened in church.
Yes.
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 However, he's making it sound like people who just saw the clip are coming in and giving death threats. Like, I highly doubt that. The only people that would be mad enough to give you death threats are the people you probably had locked up in there.
Exactly.
And I highly doubt they're giving you death threats over $20, sir.
They probably just not coming to church no more.
You're
like
not
at the most.
And I'm gonna go on record. This is just me. I think he's lying about these death threats.
Oh, 110%.
Okay. I didn't want to speak on behalf of the whole smoke pit. I'm
straight
just
out
like,
the playbook, bro.
I'm like, bro, it's one of those. You know what we don't get to the root of when it's stuff like this? What was the action that caused people to provide or not provide these death threats? Like, it didn't just come out of nowhere. What stupid thing did you do that offended people to the point where you're getting death threats?
You're getting death threats.
And every celebrity or every idiotic person that says something stupid and has consequences and they start getting made fun of and drugged through the mud, they're just like, how do I stop getting drugged through the mud?
Leave me alone. Death threats.
Yeah. My kids scared my children. Death threats.
That's the thing. That's
death
what
threats
gets
to my
me.
6-month-old baby. Like, Andrew Schultz,
Yeah,
stop
that's
it.
what gets
you know,
me.
like,
like, bro, you said something fucked up.
Yeah.
People took it away.
yeah.
You embarrassed. Don't put your kids in this situation. Nobody was even worried about your kids. Everybody was worried about you.
Mm-hmm. And here he go. Death threats.
Oh, my children.
People are just coming to my church, cussing us out, calling the phone. Man, people call my phone and ask for a girl named Sheila. I'm just like, bro, she don't live here. Like, get off the phone. Just hang up. Hello, Pastor Marvin's church. Fuck y'all. Click. Just going
Right,
about
bro.
your day. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a emotional thing for your church like that. All right. You know, it's a thing.
You want the doors closed.
All right. Oh, he's done with that video. We got one more, and then that'll be his saga. That'll be his 4-part explanation of what's going on. But all right.
When you got millions of followers, you ain't got time to be reading all the comments. You just don't have it.
Right.
My children do. And
He got millions of followers, so
they are afraid. And the reason being is because I'm their only parent. I'm a widower. You know, they're afraid.
Ladies and gentlemen, there you have it.
For my sake.
The holy trinity of feel bad for me.
Put the sympathy in the air.
Death threats. My children are scared. And I'm a widower. Like, all of this is happening to me. Please stop making me feel bad. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're not.
Yep.
We're not.
I'm a victim.
Don't. That's what I want to say when the people start doing that. I've been getting death threats. Don't.
Don't.
Don't. It's not. And like we were talking about one of the episodes, it just waters down for people who actually do get death threats.
Yep.
You know, because my whole thing is, if you were legit getting death threats, you would be sending them to the police and having them do what they need to do to ensure that this person can no longer be a threat to you.
Yes,
You're just not going to get on the thing of, we've gotten death threats. From who? I don't want to say. Come on now.
Come on, man. First and foremost, I would not be doing a public interview. I would not be doing that shit in a studio. You will get a statement from me saying, listen, due to these events, I've been getting death threats. There will be no more public appearances until I feel safe and secure walking out in the public in comfort. Until then, my apologies, and I'm sorry for whoever I offended. Please respect my privacy at this time, and you won't see me no fucking more, bro. Like, I'm not going to the radio station. I don't care. I don't
100%.
I don't care. Fuck IG, fuck TikTok, fuck Facebook, fuck social media as a whole. You getting one statement, and I'm shutting the fuck up, bro. Like,
Bro,
that's it.
I'm going off the grid.
That's it.
Off the grid. Bro, especially like if I was him, you ran me for my last $20, Pastor. Next time I see you, it's on site. This account is no longer. Error 404. This site is not found. Where's Max? Where's Max IG? Is he not on Facebook? Did he block me? No, this account no longer exists. This account is hella private.
Yep.
All of this stuff, man. Oh my God. But go. I'm sorry, Marvin. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Safety. So now we've had to update and increase security and all the things I've never had to do before because of the vitriol and the anger that people have shown, the things that they've said.
Stop. Let me stop.
in my thread and stuff, and all of this is because of a misunderstanding.
So again, he's like, all of the vitriol in my threads, but you just said you got millions of followers, so you don't be reading comments.
You don't be reading the comments.
You don't be in the comments because you know how it is when you got millions of people following you, right? Like,
I just can't get to it. I can't.
But my kids do, and they're scared, and I'm their only parent because remember my wife died, so I'm a widower, and they cussing my church out, all because of a misunderstanding. No, all because you fucked up. Not a misunderstanding.
Yes. It ain't a misunderstanding. If it was a misunderstanding, you'd have been like, you know what? Give what you can give. That give what you can give. We'd rather have some big money because we have big plans.
Why he can't apologize?
Yeah, exactly.
I'm sorry. I was 100% out of pocket. I was so wrong with how I approached giving in that scenario. And I apologize.
I moved incorrectly.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like
100%. And that's all you gotta fucking do. Play as fuck up, bro.
Yes.
Play as fuck up. It's fine.
We ain't perfect.
But quit acting like perfect. I think that's the part that really gets me is like when people refuse to just apologize and they try to justify what they did and then they flip to the victim. Now we're getting cussed out and my kids are scared. We had to upgrade and update security, and must be nice. Right? It must be nice to have the money to do that.
You got the money to do it. You know what I mean? Let's put some extra detail out there.
Mm-hmm. While he's wearing the Burberry from London shirt. You know what I'm saying? Like,
well, if I got him a bottle on.
You asking me for $20, but then you out here wearing this on this show talking about you got money to update security and all this other stuff. And man, it's not a good look for Marvin. I'm gonna just say that.
No,
it's
a terrible look.
And you know, like my parents, you know, they're still members of a church and things like that. And I don't like when things like this happen and cast a negative look on churches that are operating right, because now religion as a whole gets this stigma on it, like y'all are just out here robbing people, you know. Because like if the money was to pay the convention center or whatever, like why didn't y'all have that money ahead of time before putting on this convention?
Why didn't you announce that this was the objective?
So if everybody received the word or was blessed or got something out of this convention, this summit or whatever, please feel free to help give to offset the cost for putting this on X, Y, and Z. I'm pretty sure more people would have been like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
I did get something out of this. It's the way you want to, and if you would have just said, I went about it the wrong way. Bro, we could have just moved on past this.
Yeah.
But you keep coming out here like David. What was the last his little written thing? Like when David did this, he did all of this and locked it, and people gave and all of this other. Like, don't go to the scripture. Just be like, I messed up.
Yeah.
Bro.
And then you go to the Old Testament, bro. Like, come on. Go where the words were read. You know what I mean? Like, quote from that side.
Exactly. So that's where Marvin Sapp is at. Take it how you want it. I'm just saying, to me, he's just trying to uphold an image. He doesn't want to look like he was incorrect. A lot of pastors, they get like that. They never admit when they mess up. They just, you know, God had me moving in this way. I think the only one that did that was Creflo Dollar when he apologized for how he was preaching about giving and all of that stuff, and he got a new plan and all that stuff. He's like, yeah, I just want to let y'all know I was out of pocket with how I did that. But the funny thing, when he did that, like, he didn't give the money back to the people.
Right. I'm gonna apologize for you didn't get money.
Yeah, I was out of pocket. The Lord told me that I was going about this the wrong way, so I just want to apologize. And however, this week's sermon is, and people are just like, so we're not getting the money back?
We're gonna get our money back?
So it wasn't a building fund, or
nah.
I already spent it, but I just won't do it again. You know. Oh, that money gone, but I won't. I won't do that to y'all again. Anyway, so David. No. There is one more thing I want to bring up before we get into the Who's Mans, and it was a previous episode where I think we just discovered this balloon pop show that's on YouTube.
Oh my God.
It's all the craze. It's like numerous episodes on YouTube. You go there, you just type balloon pop show, it'll come up. It's like a very, very hood, homemade, like, you know, just show up, 7 dudes, 7 females, and then they'll have balloons and all that stuff. Dude will come out, or female will come out, and interview people. If people ain't feeling them, they'll pop their balloon, and then at the end, she or he will pop balloons until there's one left, and then that's the love connection. It was very popular, so of course, what happens when Hollywood sees something very popular that gone viral? They're just like, hey,
let's put it on Netflix.
Let's make an official show about it and have a celebrity host it and all of this other stuff, right? So I want to bring to the
Pop
stage.
the balloon.
Oh, is she already talking? So Netflix has went ahead and adapted this and made it another live dating show. So here's my thing. Like, Netflix, get away from these dating things, bro. Like, I get
Please.
it. They're like people at work still talk about Temptation Island, Love is Blind, all of this stuff, right? So it's bringing in ratings. But the last thing you needed was another love connection.
Yeah, you don't
show,
need, bro.
right?
You got Love is Blind every country. We didn't need another one.
But here is what is it? Pop the Balloon or Balloon Pop or whatever live, and it's hosted by Yvonne Orji from Insecure, and the whole tone of this thing is just changed. But this is her, and she's gonna talk about this is the trailer for it, I guess.
Live, the only live dating show where singles test their chemistry and compete for a first date. Only one thing is certain: when their balloon pops, so does their chance at love. Tough crowd. I'm in for a good time of company. I'm Yvonne Orgy, and this is Pop the Balloon Live. Tune in. I mean, we'll be there. Where will you be? Because it's live. That's how life works.
So yeah, Pop the Balloon Live.
I hate it. I hate it.
He's like, I hate it already. You haven't even watched it. You're like, yeah, this ain't it for me.
I hate it.
Would you believe though that this is getting backlash?
I believe it.
It's not very well received, if you will.
Because it goes. So the original concept, it was genius, right? You got a lot of good moments out of that. Now it's too over the top, bro.
You say what?
Too over the top. It's too over the top.
Yeah. I concur. Let me bring this up. And it's just some of the comments of people just being like, yo, this show is lost everything that made it what it was, you know? Where we at? So you'll see here, like, social media reacts to Netflix Pop the Balloon live show. And the first comment they have here is, the way this dude told a black woman she looks like she sleeps hanging upside down from a tree. Pack this shit up. I know Netflix was going to ruin Pop the Balloon.
Wow.
Yeah. I tuned in to Pop the Balloon on Netflix, and it is immediately ruined. This was a black show. I see 1.5 black women. The personalities are terrible. One black girl is forcing herself to be ghetto, and they got a white girl rapping. Get the fuck out of here. This show clearly tells me that Netflix doesn't understand this show or the audience, because this ain't it. Go back to the drawing board immediately. Pop the balloon. Like, I want to support my girl, but I'm about to turn this off. They done gentrified Pop the Balloon. Get these reality stars who are just looking for viral moments off the show, please. I don't think these guys on Netflix Pop the Balloon are looking for love, more like looking for exposure in the Pop Stars edition. The Pop the Balloon on Netflix feels very inauthentic and not serious. Too much fake laughing going on, and the contestants are super cringe. It's like Netflix was trying to mix Pop the Balloon and Wildin' Out. Shake my head.
Yeah, and that's what I got from the trailer. It's too over the top.
Yeah, I mean, it's. She's like, oh, I missed the premiere. Feel free to watch it and let us know. But it's
Please.
Now that it's produced, I will say this. It reminds me of, if you remember, when Vice had Desus and Mero on it, right?
Yeah.
Very popular, very viral. A lot of people rocked with it. It was like part of the culture and everything. Vice was like, it was a very like authentic show. And then it got so popular, Showtime was like, come over to Showtime. You can do your show over here. And immediately, like, people just stopped fucking with it when it went to Showtime, because it became too overproduced. It lost the authenticity of it. And I feel that's what's happening to this Pop the Balloon show. Like, granted, I only seen, like, I watched 5 episodes of it on YouTube. Like, there was a time where I was just like, bro, I'm tuning into this shit. Like, because it's hilarious. And there was a dude that was on it.
Oh, yeah.
That was recently at Luke, but got, I don't want to say kicked out. His service with the military was over, and next thing I know, he was on Pop the Balloon. And,
Seriously?
Oh yes, and I'll tell you offline. But he was a young kid, but like, he was getting clowned and stuff. So like that's the authenticity. Like, it's just, you show up, it'd be like, because I think it's filmed in Arizona and Phoenix, right? So you just have people in Phoenix showing up and things like that. And it'd be so cool, because it'd be like, the girl would come out. One episode was just like, dude didn't Pop the Balloon, and he came down to the thing. He's like, funny thing is, like, and the girl knew it. Like, I just saw her in the club like 2 days ago, and I asked her for a number, and she gave me this fake number, and now she up here talk about she looking, so like, he was just like, I just wanted to be the last one to pop this balloon on you. Pop. I was just like, damn. Like, that's the shit I'm looking for. On Netflix, you don't have that, because it's not like a small sample size of people. Like, it's not all local to Phoenix. They're just flying people in who are trying to become famous on this show instead of just coming here to, you know what I'm saying? It's just a weird, like, it's, I haven't seen it yet, but anytime Netflix or a big publishing thing with money behind it, they try to take something that's authentic like that. They just try to overproduce it. And it's just like, it's not it, you know, it's just not it. So again, I whose bright idea was this to make this live? This is a hot mess and chaotic.
You should have known.
Feels like
that.
a bad SNL skit. Some things don't need to be touched. Pop the balloon is one of them. Dang, bro, people are not. I mean, I haven't seen the ratings. I don't know what it is on Netflix. Let me Google this shit real quick. Let me see what kind of love this thing is getting.
It had to get a lot of love if it's gotten a lot of comments.
It's probably gotten a lot of views, I would say, right?
Yeah.
Where's the ratings for this thing? Do I need to type ratings? Google would do that. I don't know why who switched my shit to Yahoo for the default search engine. I don't like that. The only thing I use Yahoo for is fantasy football, man. Get out of here. Oh, God. It's rated 0.5 stars out of 5 on Rotten Tomatoes.
Ooh, shit.
I didn't even know it could do
0.5?
that. I didn't even know it could do that.
Me neither.
I thought it was like 1. I thought it was 1 out of 5. Damn.
God damn, that's terrible.
But yeah, and for it to just start on the 10th and it's the 11th, how many episodes they got? Let me click this shit. Yeah, it's not looking too good for Netflix and Pop This Balloon. Let me click episodes. I'm assuming if it's live and it just started yesterday, it should just be 1 episode, right?
Yeah, it should be. Unless they did what
it's
they
just
dropped
1
like
episode.
3 in a row.
1 episode. And yeah, 0.5 out of it's not looking too good. But that's just 1 episode. Maybe let me stop. I'm trying to be positive. It's just not going to work out for them. I don't think so. I would just say if you're interested in it, just watch the joints on YouTube. And here's the wild part. Shout out to Netflix for getting with the creators of the YouTube Pop the Balloon stuff and having them as producers. Or, you know, just by name, maybe they just got getting money based on them using their what you call it? I don't know. The word escapes me.
Their influence.
Yeah. I was going to say their property or whatever.
Yeah.
Their whole feng shui or whatever. They're just, hey, we like what you're doing. We want to do that exact thing over here. We'll pay you so you can't sue us for copyright shit. And they're just like, of course, you know, Netflix money comes in, you know, who's going to say no, right?
And then they change everything about it.
100%. So there's that. I'm not a fan of it, and I haven't even seen it. So intellectual property, come through. Pitmasters come through.
There
for
it
your
is.
Boys. Yeah. Thanks, Megan. So it's one of those where we're just like, you know. So before we get to who's man, Smoke Pit, for whatever reason, we blow up. We become famous. Netflix knocks on our door. Hey, y'all want to do y'all show on Netflix? What are we saying?
No. I have conditions.
Go on. Go on. Let me
I
hear.
have conditions. I would not do anything unless DFPN can come with me. It's a package deal.
What if Netflix is like, so yes, that's number 1, right? Number 2, we need creative oversight.
Creative control. Give me the Hulk Hogan. I want creative control.
Yeah, because I don't want you to just have us host, but then you have somebody telling us how we should be hosting.
Right. How to run our show.
How to do our show. You know what I'm saying? Hey, you be shocked, bro. You be shocked, CJ.
Yep.
And then second, like, don't worry about it. If it comes, and then, because like I said, like, you do your horror stuff and it picks up, and Netflix is like, oh, we want in on that. Hey, CJ, come host your show over here on Netflix. We have this guy. He's totally going to run your show, be your showrunner, and tell you how to, like. That's the part where I'm gonna be like, I need to see your portfolio. What have you done?
Yeah.
What have you done, sir? Because like, what you're not gonna do is fuck up the shit that we started from the ground up.
Exactly.
Like,
but if we get eyes by Netflix, that means we could do this shit on our own.
Valid. Because Pop the Balloon was doing very well on Netflix or YouTube.
Exactly.
They were making money off of YouTube doing Pop the Balloon.
Yes.
But it's like you're getting that month-to-month check where Netflix can come in and be like, we're going to give you $20 million to use your show. And you're just like, that's life-changing money. And it is.
It is. Definitely is.
But like I think we talked about this like year ago or some years ago. Spotify comes up, they're like, hey, we want to give you $250,000 to make your show Spotify exclusive, and we want you to do 3 episodes a week, and this, that, and the third. I'm just like, I don't like being, you know what I'm saying? Like, I like doing this shit. It's fun.
Yeah,
but I
exactly.
don't want nobody to tell me you owe us a show. You owe us.
I have my fun.
Because at that point, like you said, if somebody's throwing that kind of money, they know how profitable it is, and it is super rare that a company or somebody will come and pay you exactly what your property is worth, because they want to come in low because they know they can make more off of it.
Exactly.
So that's where I'm at. So if Netflix was like, boom, hey, Smoke Pit, $25 million to give us intellectual property of the Smoke Pit. You guys can host it, but
it belongs to Netflix.
It belongs to Netflix now.
I don't know if I'd be willing to do that either.
For $25 million, that's what you 10 toes down.
$25 million is a lot of money, but bro, if we get to that point,
10 toes down on it, DFPN 10 toes down like that.
Yeah, I'm standing on that.
I'm rocking with that shit, bro. I fucks with you.
Yeah, I'm standing on that. That'll also give me, I know what this is worth now.
100%. I like that. Maybe Vet TV would be a better start. Yeah, they more laid back over there.
Yeah.
I fucks with Vet TV. What CJ say? It worked well for Chappelle.
It worked so well.
I think they gave Chappelle 100% creative control over his sets, because he's like, this is when I want to do it, this is where I'm going to do it at, and this is shit I'm going to talk about.
If Chappelle agreed to it, then he got exactly
100%. Because Chappelle was like the belle of the ball. Everybody wanted to work with Chappelle. He was like, I choose Netflix, and here are my conditions. Netflix was like, fuck it, you name it, because you gonna draw them in. Yeah.
Yep.
But it's that time of the week where we have to talk about one sad SOB, somebody who's hitting hard times. I want to say, has this person ever been the Who's Man's? Like, I know we've had segments talking about them.
Right.
But has this person ever been the Who's Man's? I don't recall.
I don't think he has.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, this might be a first, but I can't say it's not this hasn't been a long time coming. Like, it was only a matter of time. You know, the bet would have been
we owed him, but he gave us exactly what we needed to unleash the ammo.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's go ahead and get to it. This week's Who's Man's is this?
Hey, who man's is this? Who man's is this? Who man's is this? I need to know.
Mr. West.
Wake up, Mr. West.
That's literally what I feel someone should tell him. I don't know if this dude thinks he's in a dream where everything he can do, he's just like, I could be as wild as I want and wake up and it'll still be 2002 and I'll still be with Rockefeller and everything is fine, you know? But alas, he is not in a dream. And if he is in one, we are active participants in it and we are not liking what we are seeing. If you haven't noticed or you haven't heard, he recently did a interview with one DJ Academics, another person I can't stand. But the thing that is gaining headlines is the outfit choice of one Mr. West.
Yep.
I'm gonna go ahead and oh Lord. I'll go ahead and share the screen. Because you can watch the full unedited interview. It's like an hour and 20 minutes that DJ Academics is literally giving this man a platform to spread stupid. And here's where I'm at with that before I bring the screen up. You know what I'm saying?
Go ahead.
Some people, when you realize they need help and that they're spewing nonsense and that they're spewing stuff that can potentially ignite a group of people to start performing actions and deeds that will hurt another group of people, they don't need platforms. They don't need a space to speak and share their thoughts publicly. Unless, you know, he's on Twitter like he's been doing with all these fucking rants and then he'll take them down and apologize and all this other shit. But to have an established platform and you give your platform over to people like that to spew whatever, and then when you get, because he's going to get, what is it? Not splashback. He's going to get something like backlash. DJ Academics is going to get backlash for this shit. And he's going to be on a show and he's going to be crying and being upset and shit. Because it's happened to him. Like, he does it numerous times. He'll do something, say something stupid, backlash happens, and he's trying to apologize and all this other stuff. But you open yourself up for the backlash. Some people just don't need to have a microphone in front of them to talk. When you know they're going to say wild shit. There's no way in this day and age, April in the year 2025 of our Lord Jesus Christ, and think that Kanye is going to say some sensible shit on your platform.
I mean, if you need proof, go back 20 years, bro. Like, we thought at the time, we was like, damn, Kanye, he's speaking up.
You talk about the George Bush don't care about black people?
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Back then,
look at Mike Myers.
So brave.
Mike Myers'
so
face.
bold.
Yeah. So, look at Mike Myers' face. That's us now.
Oh, Mike Myers like, y'all thought I was tripping. Y'all thought that I was looking at him like, I don't believe you. But I'm like, fam, this ain't the time or place. You know,
this ain't the time or place.
We're trying to raise money to help these folks. Like, people was about to give money till you said that shit. They put it back in their wallet.
Fucking up the money, Kanye.
Cut to a black person. Chris.
Hey, damn.
Chris was not ready. Chris Tucker was over there in the break room trying to get him a fucking soda out the thing. Why is this camera in my face, man? Hey, Kanye's wilding. We need you to back. Send trucks, water, send what you can. We trying to, and you know this, man. Like, try to say some joke to make everybody else.
You nailed that impression, by the way.
Oh, thank you. But his face, he was like looking around. He had no teleprompter. He was just like, bro, save us, Chris, save us. Be the black person that please be the black person with sense. But
we need a token.
Yes.
Right.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Kanye West. And yes, that is a black KKK hood. Like I said, you can see up here, full interview, unedited. happened March 30th. It is a hour and 22 minutes that you can go watch and hear this wild ass stuff. But because I didn't want to sit there and watch 100, all that time and try to find bits and pieces, of course YouTube is just like, bro, we got some shorts.
Here's some shorts.
Here are some shorts where you can kind of just see the I'm gonna just play it. I'm gonna just play
just look at the level of fuckery
Right.
that we're on.
All right, let me click on this one. Let's see what's going on.
Trying to figure it out. This is
Wherever you want. You can sit right here.
Yo. So here's the thing, like when it starts, he's like in a sweatshirt and some joggers, right? And he's just like, I'm gonna go change, come back, right? So DJ Academics is chilling, just waiting for Kanye to come back out in his interview outfit. And he turns and Kanye comes out of this. Like, what do you
Cut. Simple and plain.
cut these motherfucking cameras off?
Nah, bro. We ain't doing this shit. We ain't doing this shit, bro. I'm gonna need. I know I paid you for this interview. I'm gonna need my money back, bro.
He came.
I'm gonna need it.
He was like, "Where you want me to sit?" In a full black KKK robe, like anywhere you
I
want.
want you to anywhere you want.
Academics didn't know what to. Anywhere you can sit, anywhere you want. He immediately lost control of the interview, bro.
Yeah, he did.
He immediately
Point
like
blank.
Kanye took over with the motherfucking interview, bro. This man is like wherever you want.
I'd have had to Gail King this shit. Kanye.
Bro, look at
Please.
this. My man was just shook.
trying to figure it out. This is
Wherever you want. You can sit right here. You can sit.
That's why I'm about to tweet this shit. I want Kendrick to always remember that Jay-Z tweet before he ever crossed the line.
Okay.
Nobody that worked for none of these fucking labels wanted with the king. I am the Don. Lucian don't send nobody because they getting their head torn off. Quick. We ain't got no problem. Ain't no motherfuckers. I'm the only king. I'm the only nigga that'll go up against these niggas. I'm the only nigga that survived through this shit. That's why.
They always say sometimes, when someone passes away, can't be for the dead man, It feels like you still have a little bit of animosity there.
I'm evil.
I'm sorry. Say that again.
You don't think about like his family and other people that love him?
I am an evil person.
You don't think that. I feel like you've always represented God-fearing. They always say sometimes, when someone passes away, can't be for the dead.
Hold on.
Why say Virgil after he passed?
I'm evil.
You don't think about like his family and other people that love him?
I am an evil person.
I feel like you've always represented God-fearing ideals, though.
God has the wrath. You only play with God for so long. Virgil is the Jesus of the niggas that work for me, right? Because every nigga that worked for me would have rather been me. Why do I have problems with almost every celebrity? Because they're jealous. And they should be, because I'm better than them.
Why say...
I mean, it goes on and on. The audacity, the unsensible. Like, I feel like back in the day, well, I'm not even back in the day, like now, if he was a middle class person, like people would have him like
Committed.
yes. Like it wouldn't even be a thing. Like people, like if somebody at my job was talking like this, commander directed
Take a
mental
squeeze.
health, commander directed evaluation. Check, please evaluate this
Please.
man. And this kind of goes back to my thoughts on religion. Like we were talking about Marvin Sapp messing stuff up, and then it tarnishes the overall view of religion as a whole, Christianity and whatnot. people struggle with mental health disorders.
Yes.
Daily. He's been diagnosed 2016 with bipolar.
Yep.
People have been struggling with that for as long as people can remember, before people actually knew what the diagnosis was. People have been suffering from this disorder. He's out here just alone and unsupervised, essentially, saying whatever. People giving him the platform. People know he's suffering from a mental disorder. And then they just keep giving him the opportunity to look stupid doing this. Like, the level of sympathy that people would have for somebody suffering with mental disorder lowers because of the shit Kanye is doing. I feel, or is it just me? Like, I'm not going to look at somebody who's suffering from bipolar or any kind of mental health disorder like, whatever, Kanye's fucking it up for you. Like, I just don't feel bad for Kanye. Like, whatever happens to Kanye, I'm just like, bro, this is what you fucking get. That's where I'm at with this now.
I am there too. And it's, how the fuck did we get here?
Kanye?
Yeah.
I have never, I'm not a mental health person. I'm not a psychiatrist, all of that stuff. I know people who have lost parents, and I know the emotional toll it takes.
Oh, most definitely.
I thank God that both of my parents are still here, but when my mom lost her father, like, I saw how it affected her. He lost his mom, and we all know, like, if you watch the documentary or you followed Kanye and you know how revered his mom was to him. So when she's gone, like, he's in a dark place, a weird place. 808 Heartbreaks comes out. People are just like, this is him grieving and all this stuff in his music. And, like, after that album grew on me, like, I saw where he was at creatively and stuff, and I rocked with it. He came back with My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy, which was a classic album to me. And then he just started getting more involved in the public eye. Like, it became less about the music and more about his ego.
Yep.
Where he just felt he could do whatever because his music was so good. You hear that I'm a genius, I'm God, I'm the wrath, I'm the dude nobody can mess with, I'm a genius, I'm this, like Mega said, megalomaniac. Like, it's like, I just, one of them, like, you just got to ignore this dude. Like, we just can't keep giving him the opportunity to say whatever, right? Like, his Twitter rants and stuff, like, like, Twitter's the only place he can go with this stuff because Elon's going to let him talk.
Even Twitter be like, you tripping. And that's wild because Twitter's a wild place. And even Twitter's like, bro, you going too far.
So CJ's asking, is this real? Like, is this real Kanye, or is this an act like Andy Kaufman back in the day?
Nah, because Andy Kaufman had a level that he stayed at.
Hold on, let me see this one. Kanye West says he's evil and asks about Virgil. Oh, yeah. He's talking about I'm evil. Virgil died. You get No, listen. Yeah, but those are the shorts. I'm just like, bro, it's... Bro, it's not just this, but before this, like, on his Twitter, like, here's my new merch, and it's a shirt with a swastika on it.
Yep.
You know, and there's actually...
He called himself a Nazi.
Yes. And there's another clip that I saw, like, before the interview. Like, he's in a sweatshirt in the joggers, right? And he's wearing the White Lives Matter sweatshirt. And he asks academics, like, you want one? And academics is like, I mean, yeah, I'll take one. So he takes the sweatshirt off his back, and he has a Sean John t-shirt on with the iced out swastika chain. And I'm just like none of this academics was letting you know, like, bro, this probably
This ain't a good
But
look.
Academics is like, he's about to be so off the chain. Like, I'm gonna get views for this shit. This is his Shannon Sharp, Cat Williams thing. Like, he's like,
Yeah, but
this interview is gonna get me the views that interview got for Shannon. It put Shannon on the map. This is gonna be the thing to put me on the map as an interviewer. Which
see, people like that, bro. Like people like Academics need to go the fuck away. I'm gonna just be honest about it. Like that's some culture vulture shit. Like what you do, Academics, you try to get this shit, but it makes people look bad, right? You say all these things and you do all this stupid ass shit. You got Kanye out here looking like a fucking dumbass in this outfit. You don't end the interview, you let it go because you're gonna get you views. Like that's some asshole shit. Like, where's your fucking integrity at, bro? Like,
the Academics has no integrity, bro.
he has no integrity, right? But at the end of the day, it's like, how serious do we need to take this interview? Because we know this motherfucker's a culture vulture. Academics.
100%.
He does not have the best interest of the culture in mind when he does this dumbass shit. So are we to pay attention to this and be like, they wildin', which they are, obviously. But one, why you let it go? Two, you didn't need to go that far into the fucking interview with this motherfucker with this shit on. Like, when he came out, it should have been point blank, period. But some in you was like, I'll let it go.
Yeah.
And I'll take these things.
It's
just...
It's sad because like what was it? 3 weeks ago, 2 weeks ago, he dropped his album on YouTube, right? Just 45 minutes. The music is like the music is so good. Like his creative genius when it comes to music is like one of one. How he makes the beats and does all of that stuff. And it makes you so mad. You're like, bro, I want to appreciate this. I want to give you flowers. I want to give you everything. But bro, I can't. Right? You know, like I listened to it once. Am I going to buy it? Am I going to download it? Absolutely. I can't support you, this Kanye. Like, oh, you listen to College Dropout and late. Like I do to this day. Like so there are times I go listen to old Kanye and it was a thing like we want the old Ye back. Like I really do want the old Ye back.
Yes.
But we're not getting him back. So I can't like and it sucks. Like I want to be able to support your shit, my guy. Like but I can't.
And it's sad because we know how good you are.
Yes.
But this shit is just a bad look for everybody. And if it's a troll job, then bro, there's different ways to troll.
There's levels, I mean? Like, yeah. There's like certain lines that like you want to be the ultimate troll and it's just like, oh, I wear a black KKK. Like you can't do that. Like there's lines. There's you know what I'm saying? There's boundaries to troll it, my boy. Knowing what that outfit meant to people like us. To come out and wear it. And I don't know if he's doing it like I'm taking it back. I'm empowering it for us.
I don't know
like,
if you want to reclaim that, bro. Like,
bro, I guarantee you, like, you are not going to find many other black men to be like, yeah, let us wear this and let us wear it. And then now they're scared of us because we're wearing black ones, and they're like, bro, it's not a thing. And I'm 100% on board with what you said. Like, I would have, like, Academics would have gained so much respect for me if he was just like, bro, I'm not fucking airing this shit. Like, bro, get the fuck out of here. Pack this shit up, get back in the car. We can't do this shit as a black dude.
Right.
Like,
right.
Academics, come on. Like, Kanye is just every... I just can't no more, bro. And you got kids out here now, you know, They're looking at their dad acting like this, bro. It's they
That's
going to school. Kids like, bro, your dad wild. Like when Kim Kardashian, like I'm siding with Kim, like, bro, what world?
I can't have my kid around this shit.
What world? And you're sitting there with your daughter there, and you got Andrew Tate about to come up to do an interview. And Kim's just like, get my daughter the fuck up out of there. You got the most misogynistic, deranged, evil man coming to do an interview with you in the headspace you're in while my daughter's, give me my daughter back.
Hell yeah.
And I'm looking at Kim like, damn, Kim,
that's the crazy
Kim's the
shit
sensible.
when Kim Kardashian makes the most fucking
Kim's
sense.
the sensible parent. We spent all this time when the Kardashians was on E, like, oh, my Kardashians, I can't fucking stand them. Now you're just like, thank you, Kim.
Yes.
Please get these kids. Please protect these kids.
I'm not going to have my kids around this shit.
Fuck.
Understandable.
As a parent, fucking team Kim.
And then you out here crying and shit because you don't get to see your kids. Gee, fucking, I wonder why.
Yeah, you're not one of those dads that are just being, like, my baby mom she won't let me see these kids, man. I just want to be a part of their lives. Like, no, the fuck you don't, Kanye.
No, you don't.
And if you do, you know you got to do better.
Yep.
But anyway, Kanye West, and low key, like 1A, 1B academics. I'm pretty sure we could have academics have his own session one of these days, and we will. It's only a matter of time. The writing's on the fucking wall.
Yeah, he won't let us down.
I will say, though, to end this on a good note, we're 33% of the way done with the year, and Tyrese has not popped up.
That's some really good news. But that also means other people
don't ruin it. Tyrese has been hella quiet this year.
I'm not. He's been good.
Tyrese been hella quiet, man, and I here you go, knocking on wood. But like I'm not trying to have him catch any random strays, but Kanye West, man, it's crazy that the downfall we've seen from what you were built up like early 2000s producing for Jay-Z on the Blueprint, up and coming producer. Got some verses, became a rapper and everything. Early 2000s, like in 25 years, man. In 25 years, the downfall of this shit, bro, it's wild.
They done it. They've done it.
They got him.
They successfully got you.
They got him.
Sad.
It is. But I just hope you get better, bro. I hope you get better, and I hope the media outlet that's out there, because I don't think you're getting back on mainstream media. You're just getting on all these creator things, like anybody with a podcast. I swear to God, like I bet I don't know, but if we're just like, hey, Kanye, you want to come on our show and share your thoughts? He'd be like, fuck yeah, because he just wants whatever platform to say whatever it is he wants. But I don't have the time or patience.
Yep. Here's an Kanye. Here's an invitation.
Not on this show.
Come on the smoke pit.
Nope. Stay your ass away
Let's have a
from
conversation.
Don't come over here.
No. There's parameters. Come on the smoke pit. But you got to face the fire. I just have one burning question.
What are you going to ask Kanye?
And that's why? Why is the person you are now so different from the person that made college dropout, dedicated their life to making music, making good beats? What happened? Why is this person different from that guy? Because he is.
You think he's going to give you a legit answer?
That's all I want to know. You can give me bullshit. But I'm going to build a whole conversation around that. Give me bullshit, but I'm going to poke.
Bro,
I'm going to poke until I get what I want.
You're not. He will fucking form a fucking cinnamon roll type layer of shit where it's just, it'll keep rolling. It's like cotton candy, how they just layers and layers. Like, he's not going to give you the root cause of this shit. nobody will get the root cause of the shit. Because he knows the more wild shit he says, the more clicks and the more views and the more people talk about it and all of this stuff, man. Like, the only thing that will kill this dude, not kill him, but like, not in the literal sense, but if people just ignore his ass. Like, if he acts out and people, like when he showed up to the Grammy and his wife at the time, because apparently rumor is she's leaving this dude. Bianca chick.
That's been.
Like, he shows up to the Grammys and with his wife in that outfit, and the media and everybody just walk away the minute he shows up. You know what that would have did to him? Like, that shit would have hurt him more than us berating him and stuff. Because, like, anytime he shows up on a thing, if it gets no views or people stop hitting him up like, hey, we want you on the show and shit like that. If we just ignored all of his publicity stunts, you know what I'm saying? And he's just like,
don't talk.
The only time people give me any kind of shine is when I do music. Just go back to do music. It's not, I don't want it to be like a shut up and dribble moment, like with LeBron and athletes. Like, nobody wants to hear your thoughts and your opinions on current situations. Just fucking play basketball for us. Like, we don't want that. Like, we just not going to give you any shine when you do stupid shit.
The antics.
Like, if you want to show up to the Grammys acting like a normal person, which sounds hella fucking bad when I say that, but your recent thing, like, it's one thing to do fashion, like the Met Gala, when people are just wearing like out of this world shit, right? When you show up and your wife is like naked and you're just like, take that shit off, and she looked very hesitant to do it, you know. And then she does it. And because you're not even invited to the Grammys. You just showed up to do that shit and bounce.
Yep.
And the media was all over it. Because it's all about clicks and what's going to get the most views. Like, when people could just come together and be like, this is stupid. Let's stop giving him this platform. Because the more shine and more eyes you put on this dude, then he does shit like this. Then he does shit like this.
Yep. Yeah,
you're right. You know, it's yeah. So if he cut, like, you're like, hey, come on the Smoke Pit, I got a question for you. It's just like, why? Like, you're just gonna fucking bullshit, and I'm not here to hear that shit, Kanye. Because I heard you tell academics this. I heard you tell Tucker Carlson this. I heard you tell Nori and them that on Drink Champs. I heard you, like, all you do is just tell bullshit. You're never going to be real. You're not going to be real with yourself. You're not going to be real with me. So why waste my fucking time when I could come here and talk about funny shit on the internet when you're just going to come here and frustrate me? What I won't do is pay you $500 to come on this show.
At all.
If I got to pay you to come on the show, Kanye, absolutely not. Like, it's already an absolute no.
Nah.
But you want to cement that shit and throw it in the water, you know what I'm saying? I wish you would try to charge somebody for giving you a platform the way you acting. But
$500, you better send me a fucking beat.
Bro, you better fucking rap Jesus Walks a couple times. Bum, 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 bum.
Sound effects and all.
Yep. Ooh, acapella, motherfucker shit. You know what the Midwest is? Young and restless. I want all that shit. But yeah, Kanye, get your shit together. We're running long. Let's go ahead and get back to our regularly scheduled programming and wrap up this amazing episode.
And now we return you to our regular scheduled program in progress.
I got that beat from?
Where?
So Oscar had I follow her IG, and she had a video where I think she was doing some, like, she wasn't doing a promo, like she was just outside of the ring when a fight was going on, and she was doing like some kind of weird dance, and this was the beat that was on her video. And I just took that shit and
That's
I was
awesome.
just like, yeah. like I was
awesome.
watching their video. I'm just like, well, what the fuck song is this? Like it's just a random ass beat. Like I'm just all right, cool. I'll take it. But yeah, man, what you got for the folks, man?
Oh man, a lot of stuff, man. So shout out to Cutting Edge Heroes and Cape Events. They had their successful event last weekend.
Anime Con.
Kudos. Yes,
All right,
kudos
Cape
to
Anime.
them.
I'm sorry, Cape Anime.
Cape Anime, yep. Kudos to them for that event. Tabletop RPG. Guys, listen. When this shit drops, please do us a favor. Go listen to it. If you get the video, watch the video. You won't be disappointed. This tabletop RPG, Nox Eterna, is fire. Fire. Kudos to the Awesome Zone, and they just launched their YouTube channel. So kudos to them. Eat the Cake Anime dropped their YouTube channel as well. We did. Kudos to you guys. A bunch of stuff going on. MPX will be there. I'm actually going to be in Vegas next week.
Okay.
So I forgot. I'll be going out there for my journalistic shit.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be on my journalist bag, covering the events around WrestleMania, not WrestleMania itself. But there's a bunch of smaller events that I'll be going around, like WrestleCon, and a bunch of the smaller promotions will be doing shows out there that week. So I'll be out there Thursday through Monday. So I'll be out there covering that. But
y'all got a spot where you're going to be? WrestleMania is not this. You said this weekend or next week?
Next weekend.
All right. So you got a spot that you're going to be watching WrestleMania at?
Yeah, so Bully Ray of the Dudley Boys, he's gonna be having a watch party, so I'll be there.
Okay.
On the weekend, and then there's a whole bunch of stuff going on that I'll be.
Yeah,
I'll be
I know there's
a
lot of cons and conventions and stuff like that surrounding it. Yep. Cool.
So I'll be doing that. So, I will be out of pocket next weekend.
No worries. So with that being said, next week, I'll probably do a Smoke Pit episode just to keep it going, but we'll probably make it for the public so participation can be at the max. So just expect that another a bonus free Friday for everybody out there. So I'll be leaning on the Pitmasters to keep the show moving forward. So just next Friday, tune in, all that good stuff. Yeah, that's about it, man. DFPN is blowing up. We got a lot of good stuff going on, and we can't wait to move further. Just expect, I don't know why the end of the Smoke Pit turns into the DFPN promo, but I'm not mad at it. We're doing big things, man. We're doing big things. So once again, shout out to Danny and the rest of the crew over at Cutting Edge for coming over, being the newest addition. And then, of course, Awesome Zone, TTRPG, the amazing team of EJ and Jen, who have been over here rocking with us for over a year doing the TTRPG. So moving forward, just expect more things. We will be trying to be on location at a lot of these cons and things a little bit more. Big moves in November over at Cape Con. We'll be doing what seems to be our first live podcast in front of a live audience. So stay tuned for that. And, just stay tuned to the channel. Patrons, stay tuned. We got a new merch shop on the way. Teespring was doing us dirty, so we're just moving over to another one. So stay tuned for the link for that. And, of course, once we get that up and going, patrons, expect you'll be getting the private discount code for the merch and all that other stuff. So with that being said, this is our first 2-hour show in a minute.
Yes.
But again, like we took last week off, there's a lot of stuff to get to. So no
great
big
show.
Deal. Yeah. Good time. Shout out to all the Pitmasters that joined us live. Again, if you want to do this more often, we do go live for everybody. Normally once a month on the first Friday, and every other Friday is in the Patreon. So just check the description below. Join the Patreon. $5 gets you access to all the live things. And behind the scenes content. You can watch full sessions of Nox Eterna before they drop on YouTube. Chat live, interact with the people. No gimmicks. Watch live. Ask questions. WrestleMania coming up. A lot of the storylines. You get Blak and his homie partner in crime, Frank D Vader. I'm sorry.
D Vader.
Fabulous Frankie D, a.k.a. D Vader. But yeah, follow him too, man. Cosplay is on 100,000. That dude is super serious about it. Got his Kylo Ren thing going on now. So I'm just shouting everybody out at this point. USDN, they steady letting you know what comics you need to go ahead and cop. Nightmares and Nerdscapes, horror reviews. Put his review out for A Woman in the Yard, gave his honest thoughts, and it had me change my perspective on that movie. I still think it's terrible, but I don't think it's I think it's just terrible for me. I was leaving it thinking it should be terrible for everybody, but he convinced me. You know what I'm saying? Megan, I see you. You say you missed us. We missed you too.
We missed you.
And then he's like, fair enough. Fair enough when it comes to that. I still, and I'll say this, CJ, I appreciate what you're doing when it comes to reviews. You're kind of putting us on how to better do reviews.
Absolutely. Yep.
And I want to dabble in that. I don't want to take away from it. But I do think it's like I said, I got the AMC little, pay $25 a month. You get to watch 3 movies a week. I'm just like, why not just watch these things? We're going to check out Drop, heavily recommended by CJ, a new Blumhouse, I believe. So I think Blumhouse just had to me, get that turd out the way with Woman in the Yard and start dropping the real shit. So we'll see how that goes. But I'm going to stop talking and we're going to end this episode unless you got anything else for the folks, man.
That's it, man. Thank you guys for tuning in tonight. You guys were awesome. Thank you for the comments.
Hey. And as always, you know what it is? Episode 166 of The Smoke Pit coming to the end. As always, I'm the homie Mac, a.k.a. your boy.
And I am bred like a king. Made us Kelvin Kaylee. Thank you guys for tuning in. Until next time, have love, make sex, peace.
Peace.
I know those eyes don't look. Your devotion so invested. This ain't right. I know those eyes don't look.